Well, it's Ducks here again, and you've all been missing me like a hole in the head. I've had a shave, and I've done my mow, and I'm looking sharp, and I hold my guts in. Tonight, yeah, we're gonna talk about this exhaust. The last video on the exhaust, we talked about how we were gonna weld this end on. I gave you a demonstration, and I gas welded that on. But then when I came to put it on the vehicle, it didn't line up, and you can see that. You might have to focus it so they can see the welds. It's got a join there, and then a join here, and then a join there, and another join there, and another join there, which wasn't too bad. But then when I actually put it on under the truck, the actual pipe wasn't lining up with the heat shield, and so the handbrake cable had been melted a little bit. So I just decided to get a new one, and I wanted to show you the new one because there's an underlying fault with Hilux front pipe, especially on the 2L and the 3L engines, and that is that the engine actually, when it turns off and starts, they flick quite badly, and that creates problems on the exhaust because the exhaust was not designed for that flick like that. And what happens is that the front of this pipe here can actually get snapped off, or it can develop cracks, and that may be the reason why this one has been patched so many times. So there's a few things I'm gonna tell you, show you, and tell you what will help you with your Hilux fitting of exhausts. And bear with me. So if you show them here, this is the gasket that I showed you how I made the other day. I made it off the exhaust before I pulled it apart. I'm not going to put it back on there because I've got some other work to do. Oh, yeah, I suppose it can. But no, because I want to put... So this goes on here, right? And that seals this whole plate, and that stops the muck getting in there, which welds the two, stops it from welding this to the manifold. So that goes on there, and then you put that 5, 6, 7 Loctite on here, which is a thread sealer, but it works good for this. And then you put it on here, and then you put the ring on top, and then put more poo on here and on the other side of the manifold, and then you put it together. Now the whole exercise of this is, so if you need to take that pipe off, like you want to take your gearbox off and do a clutch job or something, it's easy that the pipe will come off rather than just welding into a solid block, right? Now, to get around that flick problem, that's to do with the front. To get away, because what happens when that engine turns off and on, what happens is that the whole thing goes like this, right? And because it's so long, the shock goes right through the pipe, and that's what breaks them and cracks them. So to get around this problem, what I've found over a period of years is we cut the pipe here. You can see where this one was cut. You cut the pipe. What I'll do is I'll cut it in a similar place here, and then I'll take the appropriate amount out and cut it again, and then I'll fit the 2 pipes up onto the truck, put this on, and then I'll tack it in place, take it off, weld it up and put it back on the truck. And if you didn't know what this is called a flexi pipe. And what it does is that it allows the flex, it allows the engine to flex, and we put it sort of underneath. This is on a 4x4, underneath in the back of the gearbox, and then that takes the shock out of the exhaust, and then it's going to last maybe 3 times longer. Okay, quite a hard thing to do, to get a new exhaust and chop it in half, because there's a problem. But like I said the other day, I've had Hiluxes for 20, 30 years and working on them for a bloody long time, and this is what I find fixes this problem. All right, I'm having a good one. I hope you're having a good one. We'll catch you later.